This is ABC15 Mornings.
Fighting the pandemic.
We're in a national emergency. It's time we treat it like one.
President Biden releases his coronavirus strategy.
Anybody involved in that should be prosecuted. I've been very, very clear about that from day one.
More suspects arrested after the insurrection.
The risks of contracting COVID when you're pregnant are not insignificant.
Misinformation about the COVID vaccine spreading across social media.
They're thinking about the other side and weaving those things together.
Why do we have to be a blue or a red America? Only on ABC15 Mornings in our project trying to unite people.
And are you still waiting for Christmas gifts? The Let Joe Know team with what you need to know most before ever buying something online.
And on that note, we say good morning to you on this Friday. Want to thank you for starting your Friday, your weekend, with us here on ABC 15 Mornings. Kaylee O'Kelly here in studio. Our Nick Soletti is social distancing from the newsroom.
Hey, happy Friday, Kaylee. Happy Friday, everyone. We're so happy you are waking up with us this morning. Of course, a lot of headlines to get to. But first, we have to talk about that most accurate forecast. Meteorologist Iris Rocio standing by right now. She's social distancing from home today as we take a look at that Friday forecast and into the weekend.
Hey, let's talk about it because, right on cue, I told you we'd see a chance for showers and that chance would look a little bit better between 6 and about 9 a.m. And hey, we've got the first shower of the day. It's only a little isolated shower that popped up just north of the Las Sendas community, moving its way up towards State Route 87 and Fountain Hills. Again, very light rain, a very isolated shower, but I think this trend could continue over the next few hours where we see these essentially popcorn-like showers pop up around the valley and then quickly move to the north towards a higher terrain once they do develop. So be on the lookout for that for your morning drive. Otherwise, it's in the mid-50s right now. 55 degrees at Phoenix Sky Harbor. We'll be climbing into the low 60s by lunchtime, and then our high today peaks at 68 degrees. It's going to be a really nice afternoon ahead of significant changes this weekend. Much cooler through the weekend, more rain, and a whole lot of high country snow. We've got the first winter storm warnings of the year and really of the season now issued for parts of northern Arizona. I'll break those down for you in just a few minutes, but you can see much cooler weather heading our way. We'll be watching that through the weekend. Chelsea, I'm going to send it over to you now because I know you're also watching the roads and you've got a traffic alert to break down for us this morning.
Yes, exactly, Iris. And you know what? It actually just cleared like seconds before you were about to send it over to me. So at least that's some good news, right? Let's take a look at our ADOT cam. Originally this morning, we had I-10 westbound closed at the split. It was causing some big backups, so you were having to reroute. But that's not the case anymore. There's still a little bit of activity that's off to the shoulder, but main lanes are clear. So take a look at our accident log group traffic maps. Just want to zoom into the area and let you know that at the slowest point, you're going to travel about 23 miles per hour. So if you still want to use these alternates, I have them on the screen for you, the 143 northbound to the 202 westbound, or you can stick to I-17. The only other issue we have out there, because the East Valley, West Valley, and North Valley is clear overall, is on I-17 if you're traveling southbound. I'm hearing that a tractor trailer had a broken down, needed a tire replaced, and then also a potential car fire. So I'm looking into this for you. Anywho, I-17 southbound near Bethany Home is slow. So give yourself at least 10 extra minutes traveling southbound there. You can use the streets like 19th Ave or even 23rd Ave. You can use the 51. I'll check back in with you and give you another update.
All right, Chelsea, thank you for that. Today, Arizona is expected to surpass 700,000 confirmed COVID cases. We are also approaching 12,000 known deaths from the virus, and it comes as Maricopa County ranks third for most cases in the nation. However, we are seeing a decline in the 7-day average and percent positive when it comes to cases. And 1 year since the first known case in Arizona is also being highlighted, coming as thousands are getting vaccinated. But getting that second dose is turning out to be problematic. So hopefully giving us some solutions this morning, our Mark Thompson joining us with some details. Good morning.
Good morning to you, Kaylee. I wish I had solutions for a lot of this. Man, I would really be a popular person if I did. So complicated. Let's talk about Maricopa County first, though. Right now, they are unable to schedule the second dose for people who already got the first dose, leaving a lot to wonder what their options are now.
I managed to schedule 22 days out. The middle of the night, but that's okay. I'm not picky.
And that was a third grade teacher, Laura Gore, and she was one of the lucky ones. She secured a second appointment right away, but many will now have to wait. Maricopa County informed the public Thursday of a vaccine shortage, and they did so through a cryptic tweet. It suggested that those who received the first dose of the Pfizer vaccine might not be able to get the second dose on time or at any of the county's 5 sites unless an appointment has already been made. ABC15 pressed for some clarification on this, and the county explained in an email that it is working with health system partners, retail pharmacies, and other vaccinators on ways to provide second doses to individuals who cannot get an appointment right now. We asked a doctor whether a delay in between these doses would cause any physical problems.
I don't believe that all of the efficacy has been tested in the studies, but when we compare this to other vaccines that have been given, where we don't have to restart a protocol, the efficacy is okay for those. So I think these vaccines are going to continue to work effectively even after those days.
Maricopa County says that if you are going to try another location to get that second dose, make sure that it's by the same manufacturer. You don't want to take the Pfizer one the first time and then the Moderna one the second time, or vice versa. They need to be the same manufacturer. Also, people who already have an appointment, this is very important. There is a second dose waiting for you, so you don't have much to worry about. At least that's what they're telling us for now. Reporting live this morning, Mark Thompson, ABC15 Arizona. Back to you.
Mark, thank you. 606, the percentage of available ICU beds in hospitals across the state remains in the single digits. We spoke with an ICU nurse at Banner University Medical Center in Phoenix about the strains on hospitals, and she tells us they are all feeling it.
It's very chaotic. Just as soon as you start to tend to a situation to try to get your bearings with that, quickly another emergency arrives. Little kids are saying goodbye to their dad. While they're singing their favorite song to
our hearts go out to Melody there. That nurse tells us that some days are tougher than others, but they're doing the best they can to manage all of these patients.
They are living saints. We are so lucky to have these men and women among us. The CDC is now recommending you wait 14 days between getting the COVID vaccine and really any other vaccine, including the flu shot. Health officials say there's just not enough data on getting vaccines together. Flu season does typically end in February, but it can last as late as May.
Weeks into the COVID-19 vaccine rollout, there are still a lot of myths out there that could be discouraging some people from getting the shot. In the information age, we are bombarded by misinformation, such as the one saying the vaccine will affect a woman's fertility.
In the vaccine studies, there were over 25 women who became pregnant after they had gotten the vaccine, and there was one miscarriage, and that was somebody who had gotten the placebo, not the vaccine.
There has not been a study specifically looking at pregnant women and the vaccine yet.
The risks of contracting COVID when you're pregnant are not insignificant. You're in a state of relative immune compromise when you're pregnant, and we know that pregnant women can get more ill with COVID.
It's best women talk it over with their doctors. Another myth floating around social media, the vaccine will enter your cells and change your DNA.
Vaccine does not change your DNA. In fact, it's what's called an mRNA vaccine. So it does go into cells. It does not go into the nucleus of cells or the center part of cells that have the DNA. All it does is go into the cells enough to produce these proteins to allow you to become immune.
Maybe you're sold on the vaccine and you can't wait to get that second shot so you can walk the world mask-free. That's another myth.
What we don't know yet is whether or not the COVID vaccine prevents you from spreading COVID. So even after the vaccine, you could be exposed to COVID, be completely asymptomatic, and if you don't have your mask on, you could continue to spread that virus to somebody who may not yet be immune.
Give healthcare workers time to bring case numbers down and get us to herd immunity.
So let's just all keep wearing our masks, get our vaccines, and we can all be done with this crazy pandemic.
Health experts also say you shouldn't be worried that the vaccine was rushed because the technology used to develop it has been around for decades.
Well, today, President Joe Biden is scheduled to take his first official phone call with a foreign leader. President Biden will talk with Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau. The Keystone Pipeline expected to be the main point of discussion. President Biden revoked a permit to build the pipeline, which would have transported oil across the border. And for years, the project has been opposed by environmentalists. In a statement, Trudeau said that he is, quote, disappointed in that decision. Canada is the largest supplier of energy to the United States. Also today, President Biden's 100-day moratorium on certain deportations gets underway. This does apply to some non-citizens. The Biden administration wants to review Homeland Security Department policies to make sure the system in place is fair and effective. Almost 6:10 now. Up next here on ABC 15 Mornings. Kindness, generosity, faith. What is the best thing we can teach our kids? We have results of a brand new study of what moms and dads do believe is most important.
Getting what you paid for only on ABC 15 Mornings. How to protect yourself when you're shopping online during the pandemic.
Watch ABC 15 Arizona on your schedule. Stream the latest news and weather by searching ABC 15 on Roku, Fire TV, Android TV, and Apple TV.
.13 and a crime alert for you this morning out of the East Valley. Mesa police are searching for a man believed to be involved in a series of home invasions and attempted sexual assaults. 4 attacks, all happening at apartment complexes between Dobson and Alma School, just north of Southern. And police are hoping that someone will recognize this suspect here and then come forward. And Phoenix police investigating a possible explosive device. This one found at a junkyard. Bomb squad robots, you see them right there deployed to the scene near 43rd Avenue and Broadway. Officers eventually were able to dismantle the device. Now they are looking into exactly what it is and who put it there.
As the FBI continues looking for everybody involved in that violent attack on the Capitol, officials are now increasing the reward for information about one man. The FBI and ATF ordering $75,000 in their search for the person, who planted 2 pipe bombs at the DNC and RNC, which are right by the Capitol building. You see those surveillance images there, the guy with the hoodie and the gray sweatshirt.
ABC 15 Desert Drive Time, sponsored by Accident Law Group.
Chelsea Davis here. Let's talk about our roadways right now. We have great desert drive times for I-10, US 60, and I-17. I have them on the screen right now, and they're all below average for this time of day, which is what we love, right? Friday-like conditions. Well, the morning didn't start that way. We had several crashes that were out there that were causing some big backups, but we're not seeing that anymore. So I just want to give you the update of where some maybe minor breaks are lingering, but overall improving. East Valley, most freeways are showing green conditions at this time. You're still going to see some slowing on I-10 as you're traveling in the westbound direction before you get to State Route 143, because not too long ago we had a closure right there at the split. So those breaks should be gone here in the next few minutes. If you're traveling from the west side of town, things look good on I-10 into downtown Phoenix, Grand Avenue, even I-17, the 51 North Valley showing mostly green flows as well. Now on I-17 southbound, you will see a little yellow pop up before you get to Bethany Home. There was a broken down vehicle that was blocking the right lane, but take a look at our ADOT cam. That's not the case anymore. In fact, everything's cleared. The only things that remain are those flares. So those are off to the right shoulder, and the flows are getting better as you're traveling into downtown Phoenix. So that's some good news. And here with more good news is meteorologist Iris Hermosillo. Good morning. Happy Friday.
Hey, happy Friday. Well, more good news for everyone who's been anxiously waiting for more rain and more snow. We're going to get a whole lot more here as we head into the weekend and early next week. We're tracking 2 more storms that are on the way. Our rain chances stick around every single day into next week, and we've got significant winter weather heading towards the high country. So this is going to be an impact if you're heading up north or if you live in northern Arizona. So I wanted to give you an early heads up. We've got a brand new winter weather alert, a winter storm warning that was just issued this morning. It's for areas above 6,000 feet in northern Arizona. That does include spots like Prescott and Flagstaff and Heber-Overgaard. Williams also included in that alert, as these areas are likely to get the heaviest snow, and this alert will be in effect from this evening all the way through Sunday evening. So as the next storm moves in next week, you can expect that we'll see more of these winter weather alerts issued for next week's storm. But again, for this weekend, it's this winter storm warning that goes into effect this this evening for those areas above 6,000 feet. Look at some of the forecast snow amounts. 8 to 14 inches possible in areas above 6,000 feet and 10 to 16 inches possible in areas above 6,500 feet. That does include spots like Flagstaff, so hazardous travel conditions are likely. We'll start to see some of that snow later today or into this evening, and then we will likely see the heaviest batches come Saturday night and through the day on Sunday, and then again next week's storm will bring more snow and drop those snow levels even further on Monday and on Tuesday. So let me show you what's happening on Desert Doppler radar right now. It's pretty quiet so far, but we did have a pop-up shower pop up just north of Mesa and south of Fountain Hills. You see another little pop of green in central Chandler. So we've got a few of these pop-up showers that will continue to develop over the next few hours. Just a slight chance for rain in the valley, meaning we're going to see more of these hit and miss little pop-up showers as we go through the next few hours. So not everybody's going to get rain, but you might get some of that light rain on your windshield on your drive into work. The rest of the state's pretty quiet right now. We've got some clouds increasing to our northwest across Las Vegas. Eventually those clouds will be moving back into our state too. We'll see that slight chance for rain here through the morning, and then these morning showers that pop up in the valley will be lifting north into that higher terrain. So for the rest of the day, after we get through this morning, we'll see our best potential for spotty showers north of the Phoenix area. And I think for the valley, it's going to be a dry Friday evening. But then overnight tonight and into tomorrow, we could see a few more showers develop. And then I think this storm system starts to move in Saturday evening, and that's when we start to see our rain chances really go up here in the valley and that potential for snow become more widespread too. So Saturday night will be key, and again through the day on Sunday, and that's just with this first storm system. As it begins to clear out, right behind it, we've got another one coming in from the west Monday and Tuesday that's going to drop those snow levels even further. So look at this. Our valley rain chances. Again, spotty showers are possible this morning. Amounts as far as rainfall goes, less than 1/10 of an inch. Then rain is likely on Saturday, especially Saturday night and into the day on Sunday. Scattered showers through the day on Sunday. Rainfall amounts through the weekend, around 1/4 of an inch of rain. Then we could see more Monday and Tuesday. Rain is likely Monday and Tuesday across the Phoenix area. But look at that last line. Snow levels will go so far down that we may even get some light snow in communities like Carefree and Cave Creek, even far north Scottsdale, Monday and Tuesday. So that's what we're going to be watching closely. I'll keep you posted on that. And of course, the whole team will be watching it through the weekend into early next week. But temperatures are going to be getting colder too. We'll go from 68 for a high today down into the mid-50s for highs starting on Sunday.
All right, Iris, thank you. The Biden administration has hidden a message on the White House website, and it could lead to a job with the government. The digital Easter egg is in the coding of the site. It says, if you're reading this, we need your help building back better. There's also a link to a digital communications website.
It's almost 6:20 here. Living and leading by example for our kids. Up next, what most parents are hoping their kids will learn and carry with them for life.
Teaching lawmakers what we teach our children. New this morning, a symbolic art project starting in the valley that's now gone nationwide.
Well, if you are struggling to get a refund because you never got that online Christmas order, we are now learning about more issues involving getting what you pay for. So all new for you this morning, the Rebound Arizona team is protecting your cash. It's our Let Joe Know team taking a closer look at the 5 things to do before you ever buy online.
Chris says he placed an order for a cell phone case after Thanksgiving. He got a confirmation and waited and waited. He emailed 3 times, didn't hear back, and there's no phone number.
The first rule before buying online, research the business as much as you did finding the deal. If you had done that in this case, you would have found plenty.
Do a general online search. Chris says he bought from freshelites.com. At betterbusinessbureau.org, the company gets an F, and you can read some of the 74 complaints from last year. Many are similar. No product yet, no tracking number, no response, but they charged me. Also protect yourself by making sure the website is secure. It should have an S after HTTP in the address bar. Instead of a debit card, use a credit card and pick one for all online purchases with a smaller limit. Thieves can't charge too much, and you have 60 days to file a dispute. Jorge's glad he did. He says he went to wish.com and bought something for $14, but at checkout he says the price jumped to $42 and there's terrible customer service. Online, you'd find plenty of complaints. Again, at bbb.org alone, Wish.com has more than 4,300 complaints. In the last 3 years, more than half in the last year. Complaints like, I want my items I ordered. Wish.com and FreshElites.com did not get back to us with comment before airtime. Jorge used his credit card protections and they took the charge off the account. Go to abc15.com/letjoeknow to see more of what you must do before buying online. I'm Investigator Joe Ducey. You got a problem? Let me know.
Joe, thank you. New this morning, an update on the Kolache Cafe that just opened in Ahwatukee. It closed now for a few days. Apparently, business was too good. The owner telling us the response to their opening was tremendous, but they saw some flaws that they needed to address with equipment and training. The cafe will be closed through Wednesday at the very least. This weekend, Ballet Arizona is kicking off its free community performance, Ballet Under the Virtual Stars. The live stream will be available on Ballet Arizona's YouTube page tomorrow night at 5. There will also be a live online chat with some of the dancers.
Okay, moms and dads, a question for you this morning. What do you hope that your kids will learn from you most when they're all grown up? According to a new study, the answer is confidence. 82% of parents of school-age kids say that they do make daily efforts to raise their kids to be confident. Fewer than half are saying that they make sure to be a good example, though, of confidence for their kids. And 4 out of 5 parents are saying extracurricular activities are an important way to help build them up when it comes to the way they feel about themselves. And 1,000 parents were involved in this survey, which was commissioned by a children's furniture company.
Good quality to have.
Absolutely.
Next at 6:30, it's an idea that might not pass with flying colors, an art initiative being taken up by people across the country with a message for members of Congress.
And you've got the first dose, but now what? Some counties warning of a shortage of the vaccine, leaving patients in limbo. I'll break down some of the options you have coming up.